I'm standing in front of something that looks less like a motorhome and more like a moving architectural sculpture. And before we go any further, I want to be clear in the most natural way possible. What you're about to experience is a futuristic, fictional motorhome concept created for entertainment and imagination, designed to explore where luxury travel could be heading. It's not something you can buy, order, or see driving down the highway today. But honestly, that's what makes this reveal so exciting. Now let me take you in. At first glance, the entire body flows like liquid metal frozen in motion. There isn't a single harsh angle anywhere on this motorhome. Every surface blends into the next with long, uninterrupted curves that feel aerodynamic, calm, and intentional. The exterior finish is a deep graphite chrome with a soft satin sheen that reflects the environment without turning into a mirror. As the light hits it, you can see warm reflections sliding across the body, almost like the vehicle is breathing with the sunset. The front end is completely seamless. No traditional grille, no aggressive vents. Instead, there's a smooth, rounded nose with a panoramic front glass dome that wraps from one side to the other. This front glass isn't flat. It curves upward and backward, forming what feels like a cockpit canopy rather than a windshield. From the outside, you can faintly see warm interior lighting glowing through the glass, giving it the presence of a luxury yacht more than a road vehicle. Low along the front edge, there's a thin horizontal lighting strip embedded directly into the body. It emits a soft white glow, not sharp or blinding, just enough to outline the shape at night. Below that, the underbody lighting creates a floating effect, casting a subtle amber halo onto the ground beneath it. And this is where the scale really hits you. This motorhome is long, not bulky, not boxy, but stretched. It feels closer to a luxury train car than a traditional RV. Along the side, massive panoramic windows dominate the upper half of the vehicle. They're tinted, frameless, and curved to match the body's flow. Each window blends seamlessly into the structure, making the entire side feel like one continuous glass ribbon. The lower body is sculpted inward, creating deep flowing channels that guide your eye toward the wheels. And yes, wheels. Plural. This concept rides on an extended multi-axle configuration. You can count multiple low-profile wheels running along each side, each one partially enclosed by smooth aerodynamic fairings. The wheels themselves are turbine-style, finished in dark brushed metal with subtle illuminated rings at the center hubs. What this does visually is lower the entire stance. It doesn't feel tall or top-heavy like most motorhomes. It feels planted, stable, confident. There are no visible door handles anywhere on the exterior. Instead, entry points are hidden within the flowing body lines, likely using touch-activated panels that preserve the clean silhouette. Up top, the roofline curves gently upward toward the rear where an elevated glass structure sits like a sky lounge. This upper level is wrapped in transparent panels, suggesting a second-story observation space. From outside, you can already imagine standing up there at sunrise with a full panoramic view of wherever you've parked. At the rear, the body tapers softly, avoiding any harsh vertical cutoff. Integrated lighting traces the edges, giving it a futuristic signature without screaming for attention. The entire exterior communicates one message very clearly. This motorhome isn't about speed or aggression. It's about smooth travel, quiet luxury, and experiencing the journey itself. and that sets the perfect tone for what's inside. Now, let's step inside this fictional concept and imagine how the interior experience unfolds. As the main entry panel slides open, the first thing that hits you is space. Not just physical space, but visual calm. The floor sits low, creating a grounded feeling the moment you step in. Materials transition from the metallic exterior into warm, natural textures. Think polished composite flooring with a soft, matte finish that absorbs light rather than reflecting it. The main living area is completely open plan. No sharp dividers, no clutter. On one side, a full-length lounge curves gently along the window line. The seating is upholstered in a light sand-colored fabric that contrasts beautifully with the darker exterior. It's deep, supportive, and clearly designed for long evenings rather than quick stops. Integrated into the armrests are subtle touch panels that control lighting, temperature, and window opacity. With a single gesture, the panoramic glass can shift from transparent to softly frosted. That matters because it gives you privacy without closing yourself off from the world. Across from the lounge sits a minimalist kitchen module. It's not oversized, but it's incredibly refined. Flush cabinetry hides induction cooking surfaces, a compact sink, and smart storage. Everything slides, folds, or disappears when not in use. This keeps the space feeling open even when you're fully set up for living. Lighting throughout the interior is indirect and layered. Soft LED strips trace the ceiling curves, while warmer accent lights sit low along the floor. At night, the entire cabin would glow rather than shine. Toward the rear, the sleeping area feels more like a boutique hotel suite than an RV bedroom. The bed is positioned lengthwise, facing panoramic rear views. Imagine waking up to mountains, ocean cliffs, or open desert without lifting your head. Behind a sliding panel sits a compact but luxurious washroom. A walk-in shower with seamless walls, a concealed toilet system, smart mirrors that double as displays for weather, route planning, or ambient visuals. At the very front of the motorhome is the cockpit. This isn't a traditional driver's seat, it's a command lounge. The seating is centered, slightly reclined, with wraparound controls that feel more aerospace than automotive. A curved digital display spans the entire forward view, blending navigation, vehicle systems, and exterior cameras. Now let's talk about how this fictional motorhome moves. Under the body sits a clean energy hybrid propulsion system known here as the Aurora Flow Drive Core. It combines electric motors at each axle with a compact range-extending turbine generator. Total output is imagined at around 620 horsepower, not for speed, but for effortless momentum. This thing wouldn't rush, it would glide. Independent suspension at each wheel allows the cabin to remain level even on uneven terrain. That matters because comfort isn't just about seats, it's about stability. Energy is stored in a modular battery system integrated into the floor. Solar panels embedded into the roof glass help maintain auxiliary systems when parked off-grid. And that brings us to lifestyle. This motorhome is designed for future travelers who value presence over pace. People who want to stop, stay, and experience places rather than rush through them. Imagine summer road trips along coastal highways, remote mountain trailheads, quiet lakesides where the only sound at night is wind moving through trees. This isn't a vehicle you park in crowded RV lots. It's something you take where silence matters. And because this is a fictional concept, it allows us to imagine freedom without compromise, luxury without excess, technology that supports life instead of distracting from it. As I step back and take one last look, what stands out isn't any single feature, it's the feeling. This motorhome feels like a vision of travel where time slows down, where the road becomes part of the destination. And even though this vehicle lives purely in imagination, ideas like this often inspire what comes next. So maybe the real question isn't whether this will ever exist, it's how much of this philosophy future travel will adopt. And that's a future worth thinking about.